And I dance to the very next my ladies, I'm gonna make you scream my name. I'm gonna make you out of the world. And I ain't gonna stop, baby. Till you think I'm the messenger.
WEFM, the new fresh sound.
Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
What's this instrumental?
Burna Boy, Vanilla.
Vanilla.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with this. I want to check it out now.
Yeah.
So yeah, welcome back again. The time is now 8:39 in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and we have once again a very interesting topic here, which is the murder of opposition lawmaker Philip Paulwell's infant daughter and her mother. So this made the news last week, and up to Friday, someone was charged in an ironic twist.
It's like a Lifetime movie.
Right? It read like a
Talk
Lifetime movie.
Start the
So
whole
in a
thing.
media update this morning, Deputy Commissioner of Police Fitz Bailey, and I'm reading from the Jamaican Gleaner, Police Fitz Bailey revealed that 10-month-old Saraya. That's how you spell Saraya? That's wild. Saraya Paulwell and her mother, 27-year-old Tashina Patterson. I should read.
Probably Tashina.
Is that Y?
Let's go.
Is that Y?
Pronounce as an I.
Y. Tosh.
Pronounce as an I. Y.
Oh, okay. You see, all the fancy name. Anyways, were brutally killed and their bodies burnt and disposed of. That's not funny. It's one of the most painful investigations for the team since recent times. However, the team of investigators continues to be professional and remain focused, said Bailey. The mother and daughter were abducted from their home on September 9th. The persons charged are United States Navy Petty Officer, 34-year-old Leoda Bradshaw, 30-year-old Roland Balfour, and Richard Brown, 31, both Kingston graphic artists, and air conditioning technician, 29-year-old Roshane Miller. So we have the charges here laid out. Bradshaw, 2 counts of conspiracy to commit murder. Actually, no. Let me read from Loop News. Mm-hmm. So according to the police, Bradshaw, who lives overseas, after learning about the existence of Paulwell's 10-month-old daughter on September 5th, 2023, contacted Patterson on Facebook and told her she was Paulwell's spouse and wanted a DNA test done on the baby. She traveled to Jamaica the next day, September 6th, 2023, for the sole purpose of killing. How you say Tashina Patterson?
I would pronounce it Tashina. So
and the young child she shared with her spouse, the Crown alleged. The Crown also alleged that Bradshaw, through her cousin and co-accused Roland Balfour, contracted men to kidnap and murder Patterson and Saraya. Balfour has been charged with 2 counts of accessory before the fact of kidnapping, 2 counts of accessory before the fact to murder. Richard Brown, another accused, has been charged 2 counts of conspiracy to commit murder, 2 counts of conspiracy to kidnap, 2 counts of kidnapping, and 2 counts of murder. Roshane Miller, the third man accused in this matter, has been charged with 2 counts of accessory before the fact to kidnapping and 2 counts of accessory before the fact to murder. Both Brown and Miller are to appear before the court later this month. According to prosecutors, Bradshaw met with Miller and Brown to arrange for the kidnappings and murders. The original plan was to kidnap Patterson and the baby from their home. Prosecutors told the court that Bradshaw paid the men the equivalent of Jamaican 100,000 in United States currency as down payment for the execution of the crime. You know, Navy does pay so much. The remainder of the funds, 400,000, was to be paid after the completion of the deal. Prosecutors said that on Saturday, September 9th, Bradshaw placed several calls and conversed with Patterson with a view to lure her away from her premises, arriving at Patterson's home at approximately 7 a.m. that day. Evidential material shows Patterson exiting her premises and entering an SUV. So,
It has the
49
makings of a
Lifetime
movie.
movie. Yep.
Of a movie
Lifetime
because you
movie.
have you have a politician in the mix. You have what seems to be a scorned woman. You have a baby. And I think, of course, the death of the mother isn't one that I am pleased to hear. But how do you go about killing a 10-month-old child?
How do you, that is the question. How do you go about ordering the death or trying, or well, you succeeded, allegedly, to kill a 10-month-old child? That is craziness.
And in reading the story, when she, what's her name, her Bradshaw, when she claimed to be the spouse of the politician, I had to go back to the top of the story to see what his surname was, because is it a case of a woman scorned? Was it a case of him misleading her? Because they already have children as well together. And I just thought when I heard the story yesterday in the morning news that it sounded like madness.
It sounds like this lady is also the his child mother as well. That
Yes, both of them have children for him.
that is it's very unfortunate that a child had to die.
What I would really like to hear, I mean, I'm not even trying to become messy here, but the thing of it is that there is so much more to this story that we may really know. And I would like to see this story develop a little bit further in terms of maybe trying to get an understanding. Now, murder is never okay, but I would actually like to know what happened here. As I said, was it a case of the lady who was overseas being misled? Did she know beforehand, or let's say, did she just happen to find out about this new lady and the baby? You know, it's like, what are the circumstances? Is it love or obsession that drove her to commit this particular crime?
So on fair yesterday, I was having a conversation with Shaker Post Ferdinand. Ferdinand said something interesting to me. Ferdinand said he believes that it was her trying to protect the will of a child by getting rid of this other child. And that's a very, very interesting take on it. But at any point, and that's why I keep saying Lifetime. This read like a Lifetime movie. It sounds like a Lifetime movie. Every part of it sounds like a Lifetime movie to me. She left the United States the next day. What she do? Call in sick from the Navy. She just up and left and went to Jamaica the following day.
Oh, she actually has an 8-year-old child with him.
And
okay,
I don't know, there are parts of the story that as an adult don't make sense to me. So you just bought a ticket to Jamaica one day and then you just
well, it was
up and left your job and then
it was clearly premeditated because she came with an intention.
Yeah, but you call her one day, you already have a flight booked for the next day. You already have money to pay people, allegedly. And I don't know, there seems to be, as an adult, you just walk off your job as a petty officer. You just have this money put aside to buy a plane ticket.
In the first place, no man is that important for me to even go down that road.
I don't think it's about a man thing.
No, she may have probably been obsessed with keeping this man for whatever reason. Is it that she wanted to be the only one in the picture in his life?
I feel like if that was the case, then she would have been in Jamaica.
But this is the thing, we don't know what was happening behind the scenes.
We don't know, but I think in a case like that, if it is that she's so obsessed with him, she would have been in Jamaica.
No, they could have had a visiting relationship. Maybe it was bit.
And she obsessed?
Why not?
I don't know. A visiting relationship don't correlate with obsession.
No, but then that's the thing, Ari. What I'm saying is that suppose it's a case of what he was telling her. Maybe he was telling her that and this is all speculation. As I said, we need to find out. We will hope to get the full details later on or at some point, right? But suppose it was a case of him making her feel that she was the only one. And then she found out about this other lady and the child, right? We don't know what happened behind the scenes.
What I do know is that she went to Jamaica the next day and allegedly paid $100,000. So she rolling in money as a petty officer. That's very interesting. That's why I say it have holes in this story.
But if you mean to do something, Ari, you would do it. You know, you would find the money one way or the other.
I know this sounds like one of the movies you watch and you're like, how you get from A to Z? I just not buying the obsessed thing. I just not buy. I really more leaning towards Ferdinand's theory that it is trying to protect the will.
But then, to me, if you have to think on in that way, Ari, is it a case where, let's say he made another child with someone else, that she would resort to the same thing to kill that other child? To me, that part is a bit far-fetched, because unless you know that he's sick and he's going to die, let's say very shortly, and by shortly I mean within a few years or so, that will thing, that seems like that just seems like a bit far off to me as well.
If she have the disposable income to fly to Jamaica the next day with in this economy to leave the United States, I get a ticket the next. Actually, let me not say that, because somebody else told me they bought a ticket to St. Vincent for $400.
But it's the US to Jamaica, so they would have cheaper tickets. Their ticket pricing won't be as...
It depends on the state, but.
Yeah, but flights to Jamaica would still be a little bit cheaper than our flights to anywhere else in the world.
Yeah, but it depends on the state still.
Yeah, but it's really unfortunate. I think this lady may have to be sent for a psychiatric evaluation, maybe as part of the whole proceedings, because it's one thing to take out the woman, but to take out the child as well means that you're trying to eliminate any other possible ties he has. And what it is that it's very twisted is that you have done all of this. Maybe yes, he would have found out, maybe he would not have found out. But do you think, or did she really think that after going through something like that, whether or not he knew that she was involved in it, would he want to be committed to her? So even as a woman doing something like that, then I don't understand it. And this is why I sat and said, well, no man could really be that important for you to even consider doing something like that.
We have a call coming in.
Hi, caller. Good morning.
Joining. Hello, caller. Good morning.
Okay. No, that's a group call. Right. So I mean, to stop, and if she really stopped and she thought about the entire thing, I mean, would you gain a man's love and affection after he has gone through something that's so traumatic and so emotional, even if he did not know that she was involved?
Allegedly. And the big question is, was it worth it? What is worth it?
Killing the woman and the child, was it worth it in the end? Knowing that right away she was found, or she has been picked up in connection to it.
Yeah, but let's view it from another point of view, because remember, when you are charged with a crime, it is the crown alleging that you did the crime. It does not have to necessarily mean that she did it. But if it is that the evidence is so strong, then yeah, was it worth it? Okay. Yeah, Anne was asking if it was worth it. If it is that she did commit this crime, then hang her, take her to the gallows. But if it is that maybe she's being set up or something, because the entire story reading like a movie, so it could have a plot twist.
But stranger things have been known to happen in life, Harry. So this one for me isn't so far removed.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see how this unfolds. But it's a very interesting read, and it's very unfortunate. So condolences to Philip Paulwell and his family. We have a call coming in.
Hi, caller. Good morning.
How does that happen? So I type in Star FM, then I get in WEFM.
Okay, we not sure.
I won't have the answer to that.
We're not sure. All right.
Sorry about.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, we would have to listen for the developments on this story and see what happens. But yeah. I watched so many crime documentaries that this isn't so far removed for me. So it's sad, but it happens. All right, so let's take a break at this time and pay some bills.
After an absence of 2 years due to COVID-19 and the eruption of La Soufrière, the